Okay. Let's get to much further things in space here. I'll attempt to. So we got these guys going around the moon to get slingshotted further out here. And I already have like more parts from it. So I'm gonna just terminate these parts. And these are like just little, yeah, tanks of fuel. What's the weight of them? Like, oh, 0.58 tons. This is just 5 Kerbals. You consider so that's going to be like kind of big. Probably, does it need to be like on the ground? Oh, it needs to be motorized. Okay, so it needs to be able to move around. Not to say that it has to, just that it has these wheels. And yeah, in the process of trying to do that, so I want to look to like these parts that I want to look to these Minmus things. And there's a part on the moon. So I want to look at, I guess we'll look at like another orbital station, but like also something that has a lot of delta V for much delta V do you have? 2600. Even though I just started, be right back. No, I'm back. Hello, Dusky Doo Whiskey. There was. Had to jump out for a little bit. What is it? Is it something I can't? I'm thinking of different camera controls. That's probably why. Um, need to just make a crew report. So I might design something that's like so super light. This comes with liquid fuel, interestingly. Let's see, like. If it comes with liquid fuel, does that mean? Why is it like that? I don't know. This feels like it needs more. Already Kristen King. Do a very weird design to it. That big. I want to get the center of mass like up higher. Like that. I think I like these contracts. Oops. Hidesky Whiskey. Gonna plant a flag on Minmus. So it'd be nice if it could land. means will also help if we have side containers. Now in Minmus, I don't need to worry about the weight to ratio. Use the burn first. Yeah, push such an expensive. Because that's 1820. Right. Really gotta measure by one being only liquid fuel. We'll even go with that much. Yeah, see, that's 3,000. A Volkusky space, yeah. But I don't think I need to overkill it. I'm just making something that's got plenty of fuel and like delta V essentially. Like I might go crazy as putting these two things on. They're 3,000 delta V. And we could re-stick the landers on. Even go with these like light ones. Wonder if I could bring like some of the new sensors things that I have. put that on the outside. You just have so many pilots. Might have to have a claw though. Because cover apart from Minmus. This would be a Minmus lander. Look at my Minmus landers. All hopper. Because I want to see what's the details about this part. Like, do I have to just like use a claw to grab it, or can I stick on a cargo thing and then like pick it up that way? Park, reach vessel safely. Hmm. This might have been useful like on the wheels that other time. This is a bigger part. It takes out a lot of delta V. I gotta check something on. Just size class A. I feel like I have to have a claw on it. You know what, I'll do that on a different part thing. Like I already have a rocket that's kind of like built for that. The claw and stuff. Live. Yeah. Hello. That. Felt like it changed its delta V somehow on that. Can't hear anything? What do you mean? I see that my thing's going. Does that? Yeah, I hear sound in my own stream. Gotta probably check your own sounds. Oh, hey, cool. K92. Or cool K92. Welcome. Give you a shout out. Pretty people. Nice. The like German like I think you like speak German. You played some chess? You played some chess in VR chat? Or you just like played the game just. Ja. Speak Judge and Meister. A chess. Nice. I think there was one a few times like I did that in VR. It's kind of interesting. Like I played chess just with like a basic board more times, but gonna. So this is ideally going to get the job, like all this job and planting flag done, and maybe this transfer crew. So I want to just knock out a bunch of these things. It wants another orbital station with like at least 5. Yeah, this is like even a smaller thing of a station, which I could throw in some of those new stuff for that one. Then I gotta focus on the moon part. Okay, so I was just considering if I want to even try to like. I might even like not care uh, to save all this, even though it is like a loss of like 17,000. Is it because of? Oh, that's 2,000. Is this arm? Oh, that's just 400. It's 3,000. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother trying to save all of it. That's too big. Too small. Here. That size is just right. Hello, Tarek. Yeah. Well, like with his name, you're just cool Germans. Because yeah, it's always nice seeing you. I just at the moment just thinking about how to do this or what I'm doing on this. um. Oh, that goes to that way. Might just do this just for less parts. Yeah. These are more like fancy parts that go from like either small to like these medium like sized fuel tanks, which I don't see too much of a use for them. If I want to, how much monopropel does this thing have? 30. I could stick this on and get like even more. but it kind of takes away that, so. Thing is, if we do all that, we gotta make a returning. Trying to think of like, I could probably do what I did like before, and also this can be, let's see if it fits with just this. Yeah, then I don't need to use an experimental housing thing. Yeah, I'm trying to use like the most weakest tiny little engine. I think that's like the smallest. Less is less. But actually no, it does more thrust to weight ratio, but it's less efficient. Which I don't need. More. It's a little bigger too. Let's see. Something. Yeah, that loses delta V. No need for that. Just notice that this is kind of a interesting rock engines that I could put on. This uses monopropellant to be like a rocket engine. If I ever want to just shoot out pure monopropellant. 2464. Yeah, see, that's more, but it's like it's not a lot of thrust to weight ratio. What's interesting is if that 2700. Like, it's interesting that this is more, but it's even weaker. But that's why. You know what? Even at like loss of, I need to just use something that can like push us with enough thrust. Even like that, because I need this. Yeah, that's plenty. Just gives like last little push when it's like up in space. Hello. Welcome. I need to keep in mind with... Oh, you know what? I have an idea. I do the little weird thing I did before. I'm gonna build this a little upside down. Oh, wait. We'll just do this little engine. Does this have any... Does better than this thing. Might look into like just grabbing this because this has heat shield kind of stuff. I do something like that. A little bit of aerodynamicness. Doesn't want to show its delta V, and it's probably because it's upside down. In total, this is all on this, plus that, and then this little thing. This was like 3,000. Probably saying it's less now because of sometimes it doesn't calculate things like how you expect. I want to make use of like that, the heat shield that this thing has. This elevator. Sometime I could like make use of this. Oh, it's like wider. Oh, Craig. You guys were having fun in VR chat. I saw you doing it before. Like a lot of silly acting stuff, and you did like a game show first. Shut you out. Which cute Craig is. I think he also like designs it, but like, oh, and thanks for the follow, Thunderbird. No, Nova Dante. Welcome. Where I just do a bunch of space sim stuff apparently, like recently. You yeah, I was gonna say yeah, Craig may deny this, but he's pretty cute, especially wearing the Furion, which is the avatar that I'm wearing right now as well. So yeah, I think this would just get the job done of getting back. I'm not... Yeah, of course. But you're sure amusing. um, I need to do that. Like, I'm just sticking this capsule on just to get back because I don't have a good spot to like put it around in here. You know what? I could like just stick it up there as well, but like, you know what? I could double the engines. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad you really like it. You made it look pretty new, pretty nice. I so here's the thing, if you like deny like saying being cute, read closely on the terms of service of it. Not that it is like a very strict terms of service, but like I do have like in like little fine print of like when you wear the avatar you are now declared cute. You know he's gonna lurk, I hear me. Oh, you're still in VR. I'm guessing you're still in VR chat and everyone's talking. Yeah, which is the reason why I tend to get off VR and then raid. Let's see, is there... Oh yeah, there was... Put these down. Forgot that term and condition. Yep. Put lots of fuel in this. These parts I might put parachutes. Just recover these. Like, I wonder if you could just stick those and then if that's like enough. No, that's not enough thrust to weight ratio. Okay. Probably use like these big giant ones. Kind of interesting if I stuck it like that. There we go. That's about as much as I want. Not as much thrust to weight ratio I'd like. So we could like stick that on just to get like some more thrust away ratio. That loses some. 5 on that. That could be 70. The priorities of the fuel. So it keeps the weight towards the front, the top of it. Make these kind of funny rockets. This, yeah, I should be fine with this actually. So when it gets to this stage, it's still plenty of thrust to weight ratio that I like, and these are pretty I'll just call it like lander. Kind of turned into just a lander. These little landing things. But it's also kind of, it's for like just going around Minmus with like a lot of delta V. Even though it's not so much displaying it, and I think it's because of this whole thing. Like if I took that off, yeah, suddenly it's, see, it's like it takes away. Yeah, it's strange. Takes away delta V for some reason. Probably because it's thinking the engine's like being like upside down. Like if I did this, um, even still, it doesn't like that. Okay, whatever. It just seems to be the easier spot to stick you. Oh, and then, probably want these aerodynamic fins. We'll like tilt it just a little bit to have some control that pitch, just in case. Let us make sure these are central, or like snapped very close to the same. And then we tie these together. I can like get like about the same thing. And then I should do about, what is this? get 3 contracts done with this one thing. First, I'll go around getting crew reports. I could land somewhere, plant a flag, transfer crew. And we'll take some scientists. And because of all my pilots, we might as well just take a pilot. And wonder if I require an engineer. Does this require an engineer, or can any Kerbin use this? Repair kits are used up when the effective repairs anymore. How much is it? It's just 75. Oh, you can put like a bunch of them in these. Yeah, so we put like 4 repair kits. In case something breaks. Oh, I need to think of power. This has good amount of electric charge already on it. But I do need to... See, that can't retract. I don't need to worry about it returning. Like, I could just stick it like on this. Oh, thanks for the follow, Era. That Era Epimachus. Trying to think here. Yeah, what does it say? Like, how much? Oh yeah, this is really big relay. Not mean to mirror you. Just Era's good. Nice. Oh wait, that's right. I don't need to, because it has like a transmitter already on this thing. Just want to have like some solar panels just in case. But you know what? These can be just outside here. the little tiny ones can be on this. Even on the bottom there. Should cover. We do like here as well. This should like cover all directions. As long as it's not like. I do that. Those are pretty light. I don't think I need to worry about too much of energy. I might stick on a battery thing on this in case I do. Yeah, at the moment nothing's recovering, but I'll probably make this part able to get recovered. Hello, Birdie Martin. Welcome. What is the pot under everything for? Well, that's just to get back, because I'm not bothering with making this thing capable of getting back. Because I want to use like all its fuel to like just hop around. And not just the fuel thing, but like putting any more weight on it just to have parachute. So I'm doing the trick of like it's going to redock and it'll just get into this thing and then be able to get back onto Kerbin. And I'm just tossing parachutes on this just to make this at least get recovered. So those two, just to have it just get slowed down. Hey, Dime Rhyme. Hello. This still not enough. What might make it enough is if I do a structure thing. There you go. This whole trick. Let me see, are you still 1.3? I could put like another 2 engines here. Just increase that thruster weight ratio. It makes it lose more delta V. It's still not enough. Goodness, you got it requires so many parachutes just to like save what certain amount of money. Like I might just deal with like, yeah, just go with the loss of this, because I'm getting to where I'm not worrying about trying to recover every little bit of money. Let's make this rocket just mainly lose all this stuff, because if I'm costing like 20,000 just to recover parts that are going to be almost as valuable, what's the point? So I'll let these get blown up. It just is two of these. I don't know. Just why does it take so many parachutes? How expensive? Like, what I would like to know is how expensive these are without fuel. Like, how much? Like, I have to see, like, the price. Like, let me do this. Lander. Or save this. New. Take this out. It's 5,000. Okay, it's like half its value is the fuel. But yeah, adding more parachutes and stuff, it's going to add like a lot more weight and cost as well. Just to recover parts that like, sure, let's lose the 100,000. Not going to be that big of a deal. I even auto strut some of these. I wonder if just doing rigid like that helps. I know I put these struts down there, but that makes sense. And that does tie these together. Let me show. Are you saying you're able to just send me a message in Discord? Yeah, sir, if you wish to share. Yeah, it would filter it out if you posted a link here. So that's what I was like simply thinking on. Yeah. It wouldn't like posting a link, it would just like filter it, or it would censor the link. Which makes sense on like, don't know the trust links. So. At least Discord, if it's like a picture itself, it will, you can just post the picture and it would show it. If it's like nothing that is like detected malware or whatnot. I don't like when I see something unsymmetrical. There. Now they're symmetrical. I think this is like outdone. Like I would have liked a little bit more delta V, but like that's probably like more than enough. It's in question if this can like handle getting up. Like, is these like more powerful engines? They are 6 tons. These are a lot less thrust. About like the same size, but they're a lot less thrust, but they're also half as much weight. But this is having to push so much weight, so yeah, I needed these main sails. I'd like to probably can have to like, though this one's like 4 of these things together. Yeah, it's actually 4 times that as well too. Why is it like more weight? Oh, it's slightly less weight somehow. I haven't bothered to use like any of these solid fuel boosters anymore. 300. Like this does like that much. Like nearly as much as this. So it could be something to look on just using these solid boosters. I already put this design together, so like how much of it? Well, the thing is, what is it? Unlock cost. Which is 13,000. Cost of the fuel is just 10,000. It might actually be cheaper to just do this. The cost of it is just 18,500. I'm gonna do a big purchase to maybe make you, because there is some use of these fuel boosters, and it'll be pretty handy if they can. Yeah, let me do a save of this. Because I'm now curious about something. Yeah, see, that's like a lot more thrust to weight ratio. Put this to 80. Doesn't increase the delta V, but it does make it burn longer. Oh, oops. In a way, you gotta think of like adding 2,000 on this one, because it's doing that because of this existing. The I actually have far more enough. So actually, I might just simply go with this, and that makes it cheaper. That is interesting. I might limit the throttle because I don't probably need that much. Yeah, this is so much simpler. Why not just go with this? Because these ideally are going to just be thrown out. Like, $38,000. Yeah, kind of gauging on if there's any sense to like put parachutes on these to recover these. Let me see. Doo-doo. There's just so many parachutes this requires. Yeah. Again, it's not worth it. Always like too expensive to keep like trying to get so many up on it. Like it probably could survive. Let's see what. Yeah, I'm reaching like 90,000. Oops. I hate when it doesn't let me display what I want it to display. And it takes that much, and then I gotta like double them. Yeah. So expensive to like just, yeah, see, it's 30,000 a pair, 30,000 cost of parachutes to recover a solid booster this big. No. Like, almost considering doing it, but like, yeah, 30,000 to recover maybe 10,000 back. It's just, it's like, why? Well, of course, like, I think it would recover the parachutes themselves again. It's just, Oh, what a cost. Hmm. Kind of a funny cost. Put these back on. If I don't have much to say, just kind of thinking and working along here. I'm curious as just if it will like get all the parachute. Might put I don't think it's needed for these. might just put one of those. Oh, you know what? I also need that needs to go all the way on the top with that. Otherwise, that's gonna not be safe to fall down. Yeah, let's see if recovering the solid boosters. Otherwise, it's like probably don't need to bother with that and could have taken them all off. Let's call 2 now. Just to get those parts all like solid. Oh, it's probably pretty solid already. Then just having those, like there's 20, that's 20 delta V loss, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. Why pilot? I don't want to do both pilots. Well, take care, in bed. Bye-bye. Thanks for dropping by. How big is that arm? 0.06, and then what's this? 0.05. Yeah, it would be better for this to be on this side. Enter the weight. We want these like this. Hopefully by the time I do this guy, this will be in good orbit. Okay. Well, it doesn't quite matter on throttle on the very first start. Unless there's a stage I didn't like how it's set. Want these together. If they're together. It's gonna be together. Yeah. 6 stages. Why is that bouncing around? It's very confused on itself. Set that. Yeah, that's why I thought I might need to put an additional kind of rocket. And I can't like change where this goes and stuff. Already it's like it pushed me out that far, which yeah, that can work. Oh, do I need those? I feel like I'm going to need those big gyro things. This thing has not anywhere of torque to maneuver unless I use monopropellant like that. Even then, that's just wasting it. This thing has like no pitch control. Hmm. Does this not have any of that? Reaction wheels. Does this thing not have reaction wheels? Because if so, I might need to put some on if you don't have reaction wheels. It just might require that. Just in case those need some separation. Let's see, how much does that take off? Like 2 delta V. So yeah. I have a feeling it needs that much. So I also don't want this to just tilt like that and then the bottom parts hit each other. Okay. Always seem to require such big reactor wheels. It's messing up my staging. Violent scientist. Have plenty of repair kits. Just in case. See, it's like 1.4, just barely. Well, I did throttle the solid boosters down. It's because it doesn't need to push that harsh through the air. Well, I'm going to try to like very early tilt over. I'm hoping that I'm not going to be some bottom heavy that it wants to flip my bottom part upward. Oh, this is actually pretty stable. Yeah, I like how pretty stable this is. Because I'm sure this emptying out lightens up a lot from down here and then gets pushed up there. So I'm trying to make use of those solid boosters. Getting its APOAP is just like way past 70,000. So if anything, going like that. Funny looking rocket. Like it doesn't look too weird. I could put that like that. Yeah, those parts are going to go way over there. And this should have, yeah, that has plenty of thrust to weight ratio to push me into orbit. Oh, and lighter now. Or I can shut all that off. I want to see if I can catch this here before I... Or when I shut it off, does it like suddenly gain more delta V? Um, it's 2770 and is, yeah, it's like a several hundred delta V just suddenly gained. Like nearly 200 it looks like. I'm looking at like a quick replay basically. Interesting. So yeah, when you shoot those off, you gain like good amount of delta V. This is going pretty well. I'm going to quick save there. Now, let's wait till we're like under a minute here. Yeah, about like there. And see now. Yeah, see, I can control its pitch and stuff. Not sure if I did it early enough though. And if need be, I'll tilt myself up a little bit. Okay, that's big enough orbit. A little late to get an encounter to the moon there. See if I might actually hit it. Oh, there we go. Let's try for that actually. Would be kind of a odd maneuver. And these are the Poodle engines, which I using the little single bell thing. There we go. Okay. I don't need to extend it out that extreme. Oh, if I do want to extend it out just a little bit more. I'm going to slow down just a tiny tad bit. So I want to reach Minmus level and figure out that's like extreme. What's this maneuver? 3 days. We need to do it that way. Looks like I'll be ahead of it. Really does not like... Oh my goodness. Maybe 95. Okay, that's plenty enough. If possible, I want this to orbit around Minmus before I have a run out of fuel of this, before I decouple to this thing. That way I can just easily get back to it. So I want to be essentially in an orbit for it. And it's like it refuses to just tell it to like, oh, you merge now. Why is it kind of so... It's slightly off for some reason. I don't know. It's annoying when it's just slightly off. Probably as best as I can get it. Yep, nope, it just refuses. Fine, I'll just... Why do you refuse to show? Man. At that point, then it's like, why... I don't know. I'll probably do that and then just figure out a correction thing later. If anything, I want to just get this really close to the same angle of that to try to get an encounter. Oh yeah, and how much did I recover of these? Stage recovered. Total refund, like 44,000 of both of them. Because this is one part. And how much is parachutes? Like 2,000 of just the parachutes? What is this? 300. 4 separatrons. Solid boosters, 6,000. So I got like 6,000 back from that. Yeah, with all that cost of loss, it's hard to tell if I want to do it that way. Might take the loss of money. to maneuver. Do a quick save. I forgot to do a save of like before launch, but that's fine. I'll just do one of these normal saves. Which now I am at quick save 5. Which I'm also curious on. Hello, other objects. That's right, when you have that showing, it shows like all these random things flying by. Oh, you know what? Oh, you have to be on the ground for that, yeah. Oh, and I forgot that. I forgot of things. Let's run this. It's high over Kerbin. Been nice if it was closer. I think this, you need to be on the ground. Do that just to, because I want to get like some quick science on a few things. For one, pull all this off because not that. Will you stop it? Click what I want you to click. So yeah, like about the cost that I get back is the cost that like of all the parachutes I put in. But I will put this at 3 and I just wanted to throw this on. I'll just throw on that. Alright. in a way, I'm gonna. Should have had this on it. Oh, you have to. Oh, okay. So that works. Okay, okay. Oh, it's very little science, if anything. I just wanted to pop in and just get those few. Not very much science, and I forgot to. It is too hard to remember every little thing. Like, oh, get this sample, get that, boom, 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 low orbit, all this and that, boom, boom, boom. Now, why won't you show an encounter? Show a counter of the moon again. Why won't you show an encounter that you're like right there? I have to go like this or something? Like what's going on here? Why won't you? Ah! Behind, so that means I need to shoot out further, but then it just does that whole ordeal and just goes, ah, you're encountering the moon again. Ah. It's like, no. There, like, it's like that's something right there. There's an encounter. Why are you so refusing to do that? My goodness. Minmus is so hard to get in an encounter because it's such a light, tiny moon. See, I gotta do like a tiny little adjustment, and then what is that maneuver? Here's maneuver one's like 4 meters a second of change, and then this is like nearly 200. Okay, plenty enough to, yeah. So yeah, I like just using the moon for like some assist. Saves Delta V. And just aim wherever it takes to get to Minmus. And this guy's out. Also, yeah, it's getting to its maneuver to go into standby again. Because I keep wanting to watch for when this gets into position. Right now, it's just about like completely halfway across. Is there a way to just tell it to collect all? There's nothing to just collect all data there. It's a nice thing with the other stuff. I have to... What? Don't tell me that that's in the way. What's obstructing the capsule? Really? Really? Oh my goodness. That's stupid. I got an idea. It's gonna be dumb, but that is so stupid. Which one's a scientist? Mabelus. You're able to get out? What? Let me see something. So if I do it this way, it makes no sense. Why can't I? Hey, Maximilian. Come on, orient yourself. I'm having little struggles right here. Get this data. Download data. Okay, I guess that works. Yeah, there's nothing new logged on that. I think that's the only like new stuff I have on this. What? Or I was going to have them go in here and then just get out of this capsule if it's saying that this is hello, welcome Maximilian. Anyone want to see a cute dog that borks? Go follow Maximilian. Do that shout out to the you're playing VR chat last. Yeah, I think I saw last you were like streaming. Unless you streamed again like but you're welcome. I'm trying to get to Minmus. Oh, why is it? You know what? I'm not even going to bother with that because it's so easy to like with these extreme orbits. It's so easy to like have struggle to like get to the right minute. To encounter Minmus is very difficult because of its such light gravity. Those are cute little dog movements. But I don't remember how far you've gotten on this, but I've gotten far enough in the career mode to land on the moon and doing stuff on Minmus as well. I got some contracts to do on Minmus. I gotta also put an orbital station around Minmus. Do that on another rocket. I gotta do a bunch of crew reports at certain altitudes around Minmus. And then I gotta put a big station on the moon. I got another rocket sitting in standby, orbiting in kind of a big orbit right here. I might equalize this orbit, or if anything, the plan is like these guys, they're going to have a voyage to Eve. They're not going to land on Eve, they're just going to go by it because there's a part on it that I need to test by Eve. And it's actually my first contract that's going outside any of these two moons. But yeah, so that's that. And there's like two parts I need to recover between Minmus and the moon. But I am combining a few contracts with this rocket that I have going to Minmus here. Threw on a few new science things that hopefully I can get all back. So is that able to run this again now? It's like high orbit, and it's like, yeah, I already got that. Yeah. I'll just reset that. I already have that data. I wish I would have remembered to do that when I was in low orbit, but it's like it's hard to remember that all the time. Okay, so put ourselves in this maneuver mode node. Why are you bouncing? Stop bouncing. Oh my goodness. I'll do that. There. And sometimes I make some funny looking rockets. So this is the little escape pod that I'm gonna like bring back to Kerbin. Feel like though at times I want more fuel than that because I worry if that's like too little. But as long as I could drop into the like just fall into the atmosphere, that should be enough for this thing. Because this has apparently like some heat shield, and I've been wanting to just kind of like make use of that. Because I don't want to bother constructing this to be capable of re-entering on Kerbin. So I'm just going to lose the value of this. Which, at the point with my money, I am under 1 million again. But I'm doing pretty good with money. I'm not trying to be... I don't have to be so efficient with my money. I'm just going to do a quick save and then just speed up time to my next maneuver, just up here. Oh, and apparently we're not connected, so this, whatever signal thing of this should have got. So that tells me that this thing is pointless for its... Even though it has a antenna thing on it, apparently it's not that very far-reaching, because now it lost all connection. There's no connection out here. But that's fine, that's why I brought a pilot. Because I believe I can like do more maneuver modes, yeah. I gotta do 0.3 seconds of a burn, so it's going to be a very quick little light burn. Just to speed myself up just a little bit. There, just to encounter Minmus. It's just like... Alright, let me focus view on Minmus. You know what? Yeah, small orbit. That's actually good enough right there. You lurk for now? Okay. But yeah, I did this design kind of before where I stuck the whole lander and stuff like on the bottom part right here, kind of shifting all the like lightweight stuff down below here and trying to put all the heavy fuel and rocket like higher up, and then having it like extend down on the side. This I kind of did like both ways, and just because I wanted to get like the whole lander and all that here in here, I had a protective shell thing that covered this whole thing. Like it made a whole shell like this. Made myself aerodynamic. Okay. I gotta now see if... When's this? 70 days, so... Call that Minmus Hopper. So yeah, the next thing is doing this maneuver. Yeah, see, it gets very confused and weird when things do. So yeah, I have a very weird orbit even getting an encounter, but I think that saved like a lot of delta V than trying to like match the whole orbit of this. I just used the moon. I used a gravity assist of the moon to shoot myself out here. So when you have yourself fall like in front of the moon, it makes you go faster because of the gravity pull slingshotting you. And so I did that to expand myself suddenly out here, and then just adjusted until I apparently got like a little encounter right on the Minmus when I saw that I was close on that. So I kind of just like go by ear of like on that after I do an orbital assist. I find like if not, then it's just adjusting my orbital like wherever around to like find like you pretty much have to just like try to aim for a little tiny target essentially, because it has a very small gravity area in a sense. Like realistically, any of these objects would have a gravity pull even way out there. Like even way over here, there would be like some amount of math of gravity pull of the moon over here. But mostly it'll be being pulled by Kerb in here. Or if you're thinking of like Earth and the moon, it like expands out like nearly endlessly, but it further out, of course. Actually, I think there's a thing that like it's still the same gravity, even like so extended out, but there's like other things that are doing more gravity pull, and depending on speed and all sorts of rocket science stuff going on. It's probably going to be so insignificant amount that it's negligible to even like put it in any mathematic numbers, depending on like how far out of like a precision maneuver or something that's happening. I don't know. I just remember on like or could think of that gravity just expands like much further than you think. Okay. We need I'll do a quick save before I do that. We need to switch to this guy because he's going to be the next maneuver. Or these 3 Voyagers. Got like Bill here. Got pilot. And a scientist. And these guys still have signal way out here, so like they apparently have like a much stronger. It's just I have doubts that they're going to have a signal when they start transferring towards Eve. We'll see. It'd be I mean it could be something to tell like how far And we got all the science on this thing. Oh, we even have let me see. Forgot that I could do even tests with this thing. But this is already high over orbit, so I'm actually not gonna care about doing that because the other vessel's gonna have that. And maybe if I remember, there's so many notes and checklists that you have to like kind of do mentally in this game, or just create like notes of yourself to like do checklists. But if I can remember doing this in low orbit of Kerbin, I could get like even a bit more science. And I'll actually be more preferred with this thing. Because this whole thing's going to fall back down and get recovered. Because I got a heat shield on the bottom here. Because this is designed just to get by Eve. So, actually, no, it's not just prograde, and plus it's going to put in the wrong spot for prograde anyway. Come on, trying to get it over there. Trying to I'm just trying a silly way of getting it like all the way into. Okay. It'd be nice once I get something that like just aim right at maneuver node. Then I'm not going to have to keep doing all those little corrections. But yeah, we might as well just wait days on end. Like, it's getting to a point where I'm doing contracts that it's just going to be like days to do a contract or so. Because I'm having to do these insanely big orbits around Kerbin now. Bringing it all the way down. And it's all of this just to do 4 seconds of burn. Yep. I just delete and close because. But yeah, it's not. I don't think I want to burn more than I need, waste more delta V to expand it all the way out to like equalize it. I'll wait until I notice that I do need to do that if I need to like burn just a certain direction or so. But like at that, like whatever way it's going to be, I'm just gonna burn it myself. Like I just need to like sit in a consistent orbit here, without running into a moon or something. That's why I'm just expanding my orbit just to be past the moon, and at the same time I'm even tilting myself to ensure I'm not gonna hit Minmus possibly, but it's very unlikely that I would even encounter that with how tiny its gravity is. There we go. So yeah, that's all I just set up that guy to burn, because still we, yeah, see, before, like, probably look back at like my earlier stream or the stream that I did before. This was pointing right at the sun. It's already pointing that way. So that's the annoying thing of this is by the time this gets to like orientation of this, the sun might be like over here on the orientation of this, which will make it so I have to just burn that way. Than to like have like any like kind of equal. I'll go pretty fast like right down here, but I don't think it matters too much. The thing is I don't think it matters at all on where I'll be on this orbit, or if I expand the orbit or not. I think if anything, if I equalize this orbit, it would be just wasting delta V. But having it expanded out, because like I used once again a moon orbital assist to slingshot myself out here, just almost in range of going out. I am curious about if I did equalize this, how much would I have to burn to like do that? Was there like a little oh, there's that's interesting. So there is, I could do a tiny encounter with 7 seconds of burn, and that would like have me exit out. But that would cost, just to do that equalize, it would cost like nearly 80 delta V, which I do have a lot to like, I don't know if I need to do that. So yeah, I'd rather just keep it how it is. And do that if I feel like I want to just equalize the orbit to then, at any direction, just push just a little bit more, and then suddenly I'm like, I'm deorbiting myself. Well, let me see something. So if I do this, like expand out like this, just to exit orbit, it costs like 80, say, just be generous, 85 delta V to get to escape from there. Let's say then if I do it from here, how much would that cost to escape? Even less. Just, oh my god. So it does do a big difference of where you're exiting out. That is interesting. So hence why I don't want to burn more, in case I can just deorbit myself closer to the speed. And that would actually save more delta V to do that. But it's going to be more likely I'm going to have to go like out this way. But if I go like that, that's like kind of the amount that I need to do. And yeah, that's what I was hoping. Okay, so I actually have plenty of delta V to try to encounter Eve. Let me see just like how many. There's an encounter close to that. That's interesting. There's an encounter. Which I am ahead of it at that point. Isn't it? Really not making much of a difference. I shift myself forward or back. Interesting. And that is start burn 2 years. Which that's probably close to when it's getting into that encounter. Let's just put us like that, and then... Can I zoom out, please? I'll just use the button for zoom. Figure out that. But yeah, it's gonna be 2 years until I get like a close encounter to it. 2 years in a game time. So yeah, that contract's gonna be a while. Oh, you know what? If I would have just stuck like one more capsule on the thing for Minmus Hopper, I could have actually got that contract, but whatever. I'll figure that out when... Well, that would be something I want to put as an orbital station and orbit around. Okay, so we can just leave those guys are going to be in a long wait. Switch back to these guys. But yeah, if I put like a capsule that... If this held like 3 people for the capsule, I could have just got that contract done, but whatever. Wasn't thinking of that. into a nice little orbit around this. Yeah, pretty much I just need a point prograde or retrograde, slow myself down. Maybe that might have been not the best direction to be orbiting around. Oh, whatever. I guess I'll exit out this way when I'm done. But yeah, rather using all the delta V for this one. Also, I should have did it when I was like high up from it. Oh, which there I am high up by it apparently. What does it take to get like low orbit then? Doesn't work like that, but apparently I could just do this and that counts. So weird. Apparently that just unextends it. Hello. Probably gonna have to take off soon here. Because there's something we wanna be ready for. There's a few things I want to do before that. So I may have to just leave off right here. Figure out how to get to. So I need to get to these altitudes right over top of those things, which requires me to which is where I design it before I land. I'm going to use this fuel to just kind of hop around essentially. So that's why it's the next stage. And of course, until that like burns out, then I'll detach those things. Yeah. I believe I got the struts connected to that, so I can get rid of that. And then when I'm done, I'll kind of reconnect, like I'll dock back onto this thing. Which, if anything, I could probably use more of this fuel just to like get closer if I want. There's kind of plenty of fuel. It's got 900 Delta V still. Like I might actually make use of that. Probably in the opposite orbit that I wanted to, realizing it, but I already got here in deorbit, like got into orbit, encountering it. So whatever. Whoops. I am orbiting like counterclockwise and usually orbit this way. But I might shrink its orbit down. To get it like much closer. But all that I could figure out like later. We're just believe it's quick save 1. That's the next one. Yeah. So I'm like now getting to day 300. I want to check Space Center on these contracts. Which may cause me. Yes, it's just got like these little. Oh, we gotta rescue another Kerbal. This. We're stranded in orbit. It's not saying low orbit. Probably a higher orbit, if anything. Through at vacuum suction systems. Are they a vacuum company? Is that the funny joke that it's vacuum of space? They're a vacuum company. That's kind of funny. Oh, hey, C-Bond. It's squishing my cheeks or something there. Oh, hey, DJ. DJ Masked Raccoon. Welcome. Fortunately, it is like where I want to like jump off here and get to, which just to simply say, like it's I'm not trying to like hide what like plane to jump to here, but they're doing like a little Bible study and VR chat, which people are welcome if you're like friended to me would it'd be hard to think of like the details want to just share just publicly here to like how to get to it. But like if you're friended to me, you certainly are welcome to join because it's just a request of just a little bit of respect on like when someone's talking and stuff, not talk over each other. And so yeah, that's and that's they're going to start the instance like 20 minutes and then do the Bible study in an hour, which I at least want to get there like before they start the Bible study, because it's actually it's like we end up doing like very nice like life discussion things on oriented around on like what we just read, like what chapter, like we're going through John, the Gospel of John. Not that there is like different gospels, it's just there's 4 books known of the Gospels, there which are just different perspectives of the disciples and witnesses of Jesus. Just to briefly say on that. But yeah, it's nice. Like, it's I'm trying to think of like what like more to say of it. So furry Sunday, yeah, pretty much. And that's what's interesting is like we're all wearing like these cute like animal like characters and stuff, and we're looking at God's word. So it's like pretty relaxed like group, and trying to think of like I'm trying to think of like with anyone that like maybe like feel the Bible's like offensive or whatnot, on like would think it's like such a bad thing to like go to and stuff, but like to simply say we're not believing a blind faith. We are believing on convincing truths that's been like evident with things of even like historical findings. Like look at like history recordings and even scientific ground evidence that you can make sense with the Bible and find you don't have to try to stick things to make the Bible make sense. You can like see how it just kind of falls along with the Bible, if that makes sense. But yeah, not to go on blabbering about it. Yeah, I was looking at this as I was trying to read what the silly, funny briefing of what's going on here, where section says we're not afraid to try new things. As a result, we sometimes find ourselves in situations of needing outside help to solve our problem. We've lost a Kerbal. Could you find Danfrey for us? Their snack supplies may be starting to run a little low. We'd quite gratefully if you could perform this recovery operation for us. His snacks are going low. That they can survive on like microness of food or something for like apparently like hundreds of years. Like if you just leave them in orbit, like you speed up time until like it would take like actual like real time hours or something to go past like 50 years or something. You've been entirely out of snacks for like a week. no. Probably want to like get to that. So yeah, we'll take, because we're able to take so many contracts, and this is all like, it just get like another pilot. I want either an engineer or scientist. It would be really nice if it's an engineer. I'm lacking on like some engineers. But I do need to, which that once again is like closest deadline. All these other ones, which, yeah, I'll still be within the deadline of this as long, and that's the thing, is I don't need to worry about how long it takes for them to get back, which will just give me more science once I can get them back. But as long as I get there with it before 4 years or so, I can wait until I get that window to then send them off. And in the meantime, I'm even doing these few other things, even though the other things can sit around on them. Like this one's 17 years. And then this one, there is no due date. It never expires. But it's a very simple thing to do. And it would be really great to actually get through these till it like gives me one of like, oh, okay, now go to Duna. Like that would certainly be one I'll just accept. Like you always just want to accept any of these explore this or that, like the explore ones. Because they never have a deadline. As you see, they only, I think they only give you one at a time. And see, this is the one that get a part that's sitting on the moon. Actually, I think is this part orbiting? Yeah, this part's orbiting the moon, and then there's a part on Minmus just sitting on the moon. Or sitting on Minmus. Which recover this part on Minmus. Which is which apparently is like 0.5. Oh, it even says right here, mass is 2 tons. Yeah, I think I need a big claw thing, which I have another rocket actually for that. It's just, I discovered it's very slow and hard to just move it around because like the tiny light weight of Minmus. You don't want to get fat. You had to, let's say, do some 5K running or so and burn the fuel, and then you can have more snacks. I have a better time warp installed on one of my saves. Jeb is older than America. Is he like 250 years old? Or like more than 250 years old, because apparently that's what our big Independence Day yesterday was. Yeah, see, Yvonne just... which, yeah, being a bunny, use your big muscly legs and just burn off that fuel. Burn off all the snacks. To just fit more snacks in your legs. Like pack them around your legs. Happy late 250th birthday, yeah. Yeah, happy Independence Day, like belated, just day later Independence Day. Wasn't like too special, other than we had like a nice picnic with a bunch of people I know. Just because I'm a bunny, you automatically think I'm... Maybe. That seems to be the stereotype of bunnies. And can be kind of cute shape, like it's got that like pear shape, isn't it? Yeah, they're kind of known for like the big strong legs because they hop around. Unless you sit around and then you have like no muscles in your legs and then you're just a sphere. But okay. Yeah. I'm just procrastinating of just ending my stream here. But yeah, I wanted to double check on. So yeah, the only things under 5 years, once again, is every time you get a rescue one, it seems to be like 5 years. It's as if like they only could like last 5 years there, but like the voyage that I already have sent in orbit to do an Eve encounter is going to be up there probably that whole time. Actually, I wonder if they will get back before 5 or even 4 years. But yeah, your little It's all archives, by the way. I've not failed any, nor have I canceled any. I just haven't completed. So I guess I have a really reliable track record. But that could also to do with the times that I've reloaded a lot of saves or even like reloaded back to launch or assembly line. And there's this that I can max out. I haven't put any money yet on this, or none of this, because like I haven't found any use to want to use the space planes for my setups. I ended up putting a space plane on a rocket, or attached to really 2 rockets that split off, that then can like control themselves and deorbit, because it was like designed to work around the fact that I couldn't. Like I was making recovery parts of like after they get into orbit, just so I could safely deorbit them and control them back and to recover. But this is the next thing I would want to max out, just so I don't have a part limit. But for now, it kind of works for limiting. So it almost feels like I don't need to worry about when I want to like not go to 1,000 parts and just go so crazy that it's it's like doing 5 frames per second to launch a rocket because it's struggling with thousands of parts onto the thing. Like it's probably not going to be 5 frames per second, but like it's like really low. And you're laughing about that. But yeah. Yeah. Well, let's do like a save. Like I forget if I did another save. Yeah, I think I did save on 5, but we can just save over again, like. Or I mean 1. Saved over 1 already. It's just accepting a contract is the only difference I just did. So now that's why I figured he was in high orbit. So there's our Kerbin that we need to rescue. And of course doesn't say what he is. I can't fly to sea or whatnot. Obsess over efficiency. I typically don't exceed 100 parts, but I seldom leave the Kerbin. So, what do you mean by SOI? You could put an alarm on when it reaches here. Sphere of influence. Oh, you mean like exiting Kerbin, like you just do all the moon stuff as well? Well, this is probably one of those. A contract that I haven't accepted is like something probably to like put this in this orbit. Yeah. Oh, this. Oh, nice. Is this the orbit for like the station? Because I was thinking of putting an orbit like the. Which I already have this one kind of doing that. I might get like an orbit that's like going like this. Yeah, this is going that way, and maybe. Because if you get an orbit like this, and then one like this, and then one like this, you get like all possible spots, unless all three of them just converge right behind, right behind it for some reason. But I purposely put them in different sized orbits just so they're like oscillating on when they, or try to put them like in like near same orbit, but like if I could just somehow like do it right when they're like in a different times thing or so. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just. I've returned from surface of Duna twice, and I chased an asteroid around the sun, but I'm not yet comfortable doing it. Especially in my science sandbox career one, which I could show the other. I won't load in it, but like I'll just show the file. This one, I called it Explore No Limits because it's unlocking science. Let me see, start new, what was... Yeah, so there is 3 modes. And then there's just sandbox, it just has everything. But the save file of science, like here, turns into... It essentially turned into the sandbox mode because I have unlocked all the science, so now therefore I have all the stuff. But when I played through that one, in this mode I have yet landed on another planet or gone to another planet. The Eve mission is actually going to be the first in that career, in that save file, to like venture out past Kerbin. But in this one, I believe I landed on every planet. And the last one I decided to do, actually, I have to go through it and like confirm that. But I believe I landed on every planet. And the last one, like I did to like end it off, was landing on Eve and getting back off of Eve, which I may play with doing that before I get to Eve on this one, and kind of get an idea how much delta V to like just get to Eve again, and pretty much reuse the get to show off that insane rock again, just to play with it on where it's a rocket within a rocket to put a rocket onto Eve for that rocket to take off of Eve to get back off. That's how he designed it. It's a very massive rocket with like that's like rocket with thousands of parts and stuff. And yeah, like it's very slow frame rate to launch that, but like it's already 8, so or it's time that they're going to like start the instance soon, and I want to clean up and have something first. Yeah, I'm gonna raid someone that I think he's still. Is he still like? Oh, there's the toys. This is like body just getting longer or something. It's going for a long stream. It looks like. He drops by, and I don't think I seen it like that he streamed and stuff, but like yeah, saying that he's streaming. I'm going to raid someone called Furry Metal Ferret. Just to say hi, and speaking of 4th of July, he's doing Helldivers too, for even though it's like a day later. So he's he I think occasionally dropped by my stream, or I see him around, like especially in Furrow and Doodles and all of them. I think I've seen him around. So take care, everyone. God bless. Yep, thanks for dropping by, Nerthagorus. Or if I didn't say hi before, I don't remember saying name. Just want to get like all these shout out things like that. There you go. So yeah, that's it. I want to dismiss, but like, oh, there we go. I was just, yeah, rating out. Bye, everyone. God bless. Take care.